Hi,
Hi,
Nee.
teacher.
Hi, Icy.
Hi, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Let's review this one that we did yesterday. So, Nee, describe an occasion when you got lost.
Uh, I got lost in an occasion when I on a tour, and when I was going on a tour with my family to Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. In that day, uh, in the first time, everything was okay, and uh, we had a working tour. At first, everything was okay, but a few minutes later, uh, some of the people in that tour work faster, and I can work faster like them. And a few minutes later, I got lost. I lost my way in a road uh, that not have a lot of people. Uh, I think that I I should try to ask other people here, but uh, they they can help me because they also a one of the tourists come to Hanoi to visit. Uh, After that, I'm very nervous. I don't have any phone to search on Google Map or to call my dad or my mom. I was very confused. Then there was a taxi come across my face. Uh, I told I told him that I am I am lost my way. I was lost my way, and uh, he helped me uh, to take me to the place that we met at last. Finally, I met my parents and also some of the people in the tours. My parents pay money for him, the people who drive taxi and who drove the taxis, and we go home.
Okay, good. Icy, describe a movie you watched recently that you felt disappointed about. Icy, I can't hear you, sweetie.
Sorry. Um, that nowadays there is so much content to watch online because on streaming website like Netflix, Amazon, Apple, and so on. As there's so much choice, I'm very selective about what I watch, and the movie that uh, I feel disappointed of is called House. That this movie is about dramas and it's from Korea. Uh, this film is talk about um enlightened of bad people kill the good people and uh the revenge of the mother and her daughter. that the good person killed. That the days were nothing the same as the um, viewers what the review said. The high expectation is um, that the the mother and her husband um, live happy after uh, and the storyline it was so long and the movie was slow that it's about 3 parts and the characters is a good actions because there's good actors and but I feel disappointed that the different ending is the um, mother state.
That the mother has died. The mother has died. Okay, good. Describe a car journey you remember well. Remember, we finished here yesterday. A car journey you remember well. Ni, tell me about a car journey you remember well.
A car journey I remember well was was a journey that I come to my hometown with my family. This journey took me 3 hours to get to my hometown. Uh, in my hometown, I did a lot of activities that I remember is very well because my grandparents had a uh, farm, so uh, they took me to the farm and I can explore a lot of fruits, vegetable, and also uh, some of the animal here, such as ducks, uh, chickens, uh, and also cows and buffalo too. I At the farm, I fed that animal to for them to eat, and uh, in the afternoon, I play with my little sister, and uh, I play volleyball with my little sister and my grandpa. I felt that this car journey is very memorable with a lot of activity that very unforgettable.
Okay, good. Icy, tell me about the car journey you remember well. You need to unmute.
A car journey that I remember most that the last year that when I the first time go to my hometown of my grandfather uh, that I'm amazing with lots of famous food at there and such as chickens, rice, and so on. That's this of uh, there are a lot of food is are very delicious.
Okay, but now you're not telling me about the journey. Tell me about the car journey, the journey on the way there. How long did you travel there? Who traveled with you? When did you travel? What did you do on the road? Did you stop for food? Did you stop for gas?
Um, I have a car journey with my mother. Uh, that on my mother cars that we take for 3 hours to get there, and we do some activities when we uh on the car, like listen to music and dance some uh dance and sing a song. Uh, we also um like stop at the um like the lane of road and eat some food
And
because
ate some
uh
food. Ate
and
some food.
eat some food because it take a long time, so we have
It
to
took a lot of time.
uh, it
Past
took,
tense.
yeah, it took a lot of time uh that we had to provide food to um like to grow up the energy.
Okay. Let me type it for you. Okay, Nee, just tell me about yours again. Good, I see. Nee, you try again.
A car, a car journey that I remember well was the journey that I come to my hometown. This journey took me 3 hours to get to my hometown. On the way to get there, uh, we stopped to buy some presents for my grandparents and uh, to uh, to take petrol. When I get there, there was uh, there were a lot of activities that I did because my grandparents had a large farm. So I went in the farm and I can see a lot of types of vegetables and fruits, and also there are animals too. I fed uh, I fed them to eat, and I fed some chickens and ducks. In the afternoon, I played volleyball with my grandpa and my little sisters. This journey is unforgettable for me because I did a lot of memorable activities, and uh, they help me stay active and also enjoy the outdoors.
Okay. So I need that's good, but I need more details of what you did along the way there. So don't focus on where you are going and what's happening there. Focus on the journey. Don't tell me about your grandparents' house or farm or what you did there. That's not the question. The question is describe the car journey. What did you do on the way there? The first stop was at a gas station where we all were very hungry. My mom, however, told us that down the road there are some restaurants we can stop or a little town we can stop for lunch. My dad bought some gas for the car and we journeyed along to the next small town. There we stopped for 2 hours. We enjoyed a meal, played outside to get rid of the energy, and did some souvenir shopping for my grandparents. After we left there, we carried on driving for another hour or two or half an hour, and we stopped again to get some ice cream. So tell me about the journey. Tell me what you see along the way. There's beautiful landscapes. There's a beautiful river. There's beautiful mountains to see. We saw some animals on the way there. So I want you to think about things you can say along the way. So you can say introduction. Introduction. Well, I love to travel and to explore new places. However, the journey I am going to talk about is the journey we took from my hometown to my grandparents' hometown. Hometown. Okay. Going. Okay, then the journey started from my hometown and we traveled by car. We drove through winding roads. So you can tell me the roads. Maybe you went through a mountain or over a mountain, through tunnels. Maybe you drove next to the river. We drove through winding roads and scenic landscapes. That means it's nice to look at. Okay. The total hours of the journey was about 3 hours. We were riding in my dad's car which is and you can describe your dad's car. We planned this trip as a short break from school and work. We were all excited about the trip and to see my grandparents. I remember this journey well because it was one of the most fun-filled trips in my life. Okay, now you can give more information. Now you talk about the scenes or on the road. The drive through the scenic routes was breathtaking. And we were able to stop at a lookout point and have lunch there. The weather was perfect. With blue skies and a cool breeze. We were chatting, singing, and playing games in the car, which added to the fun of the journey. Okay, so you can also add that your family went. where everybody sat. You can say that your dad has a big car and the seats went flat, so you could make a bed at the back and you could sleep for a while. You could also say that you were only 3 in the car or 4 in the car, so it wasn't packed, it was actually comfortable. So remember, when you get this question, you talk about the journey. You don't talk about your destination. You say where you're going, but I don't want to hear anything about your grandparents' house or animals or what you eat or drink there, because that's not the question. You can tell me you're going there, but that's it. Then you stop. I don't want to know anything about your grandparents. I want to know about the journey there. Okay? So remember the question. Nee, you try and read this one first.
Well, I love to travel and to explore new places. However, the journey I'm going to talk about is the journey we took from my hometown to my grandparents' hometown. The journey started from my hometown and traveled by car. We drove through winding roads and scenic landscapes. The total hours of the journey was about 3 hours. We were riding in my dad's car, uh, which is a
Now, what car does your dad drive? Ford, BMW? What's the make of the car?
the a which is a Rolls Royce.
Okay.
We planned this trip as a short break from school and work. We were all excited about the trip and to see my grandparents. I remember this journey well because it was one of the most fun-filled trips in my life. The drive through the scenic roads was breathtaking, and we were able to stop at a lookout point and have lunch there. The weather was perfect with blue skies and a cool free breeze. We were chatting, singing, and playing games in the car, which added to the fun of the journey.
Okay. Icy, you try.
Well, I love to travel and to explore new places. However, the journey I'm going to talk about is the journey we took from my hometown to my grandparents' hometown. The journey started from my hometown and traveled by car. We drove through winding roads and scenic landscapes. The total hours of the journey was about 3 hours. We were riding in my dad's car, which is
Say your last sentence again.
we were riding in my dad's car, which is uh
Okay, just carry on. Icy, just carry on. Icy,
Yes.
carry on. Don't stop. Next sentence, Icy. We planned this trip.
We planned this trip as a short break from school and work. We were all excited about the trip and to see my grandparents. I remember this journey well because it was one of the most fun field trip in my life. The drive through the scenic road was breathtaking, and we were able to stop at a lookout point and have lunch there. The weather was perfect and with blue skies and a cool breeze. We were chatting, singing, and playing games in a car, which added to the fun of the journey.
Okay. Nee, I want you to read it again, and I'm going to take it away and see if you remember, okay?
Yeah. Well, I love to travel and to explore new places. However, the journey I'm going to talk about is the journey we took from my hometown to my grandparents' hometown. The journey started from my hometown and traveled by car. We drove through winding roads and scenic landscapes. The total hour of the journey was about 3 hours. We were riding in my dad's car, which is a Rolls Royce. We planned this trip as a short break from school and work. We were all excited about the trip and to see my grandparents. I remember this journey well because it's one of the most fun-filled trips in my life. The drive through the scenic roads was breathtaking, uh, and we were able to stop at a lookout point and have lunch there. The weather was perfect with blue skies and cool breeze. We were chatting, singing, and playing game in the car, which added to the fun of the journey.
Good. Okay. Icy, try.
While I love to travel and to explore new places, however, the journey I'm going to talk about is the journey we took from my hometown to my grandparents' hometown. The journey started from my hometown and traveled by car. We drove through winding roads and scenic landscapes. The total hours of the journey was about 3 hours. We were riding in my dad's car, which is a white uh, HRV car. We planned this trip as a short break from school and work. We were all excited about the trip and to see my grandparents. I remember this journey well because it was one of the most fun field trips in my life. The drive through the scenic road was breathtaking, and we were able to stop at the lookout point and have lunch there. The, the weather was perfect with blue skies and a cool breeze. We were chatting, singing, and playing games in the car, which added to the fun of the journey.
Okay, good. Now we're going to try and remember it. Okay, Nee, you try first.
I love traveling to new places, and the journey that I would like to talk about today is the journey that I go from my hometown to my grandparents' hometown. The journey starts from my hometown by by car. We drove throughout the winding roads and scenic landscapes. We went by my dad's cars, which is a Rolls Royce. We and this journey took us about 3 hours. Uh, on the journey, we stopped at some lookout points to eat and to take petrol for my dad's car. We were chatting, singing, and playing games. Playing games on the car. The weather was very good with uh, cool breeze, and we also drove uh, through mountains, beautiful mountain and farm.
Okay, you finished?
Yes, I can
Okay.
just remember
Good,
that.
that's good. Okay. Remember to use your connecting words as well. Very good. I see you try.
Well, I love to travel and to explore new places. Uh, However, the journey I'm going to talk about is the journey we took from my hometown to my grandparents' hometown. The journey started from my hometown and traveled by car. We drove to through uh, green roads and scenic landscape. The total hours of the journey was about 3 hours. We were riding in my dad cars with HRV white car. We planned this trip as a short break from school and work. We were all excited about the trip, and I'm very excited to see my grandparents. I remember this journey well because it was one of the most uh, fun trip in my life. The drive,
Okay. Mhm.
the drive through the scenic road was breathtaking, and we were able to stop at a look, uh, lookout point and have fun there. Um, in the the weather was perfect, and we were chatting, uh, singing, and playing games in the car, which added to the fun of the journey.
Good. Okay, you remembered well, both of you. Good job. Okay, we did part 3 yesterday too. Let's see if you remember. Benefits, Nee. What benefits does public transport bring to the world or to us or to your town?
Public transport helps us to reduce congestion in towns and cities. And also there's no more sitting in a traffic jam, especially in rush hour thanks to bus lanes. Um, it is much cheaper to use a bus rather than owning a car. Furthermore, public transport reduces traffic congestion and traffic jam and road congestion.
Okay, good. Icy, is it too late for people to get the driver's license at the age of 18?
No, as long as you are responsible, you need one. That my mom didn't bother with a license until she was 20 years old. The reason meaning combinations of working a lot, big, speaking a lot, not using the bus systems, and spending a year in boarding school just made driving unnecessaries of for her. However, when the time came for her to get a license, that she study and practice her driving test.
Okay, good. Nee, what jobs require people to be good at driving?
I think the jobs that require people to be good at driving are the drivers that drive ambulance, taxis, or the bus, uh, and also the instructors that teach Earth how to drive. They require to be good at driving. If they are not good at driving, uh, some of some of their guests or students will not uh, study at him or uh, took his took his bus or taxis again.
Good. Okay, now we're going to go to this one. Describe someone you know who often help others. Icy, can you think of someone you know that helps others?
Mm. I know uh, a person that often have other is my uh, neighbor, and in her name is I that um she often uh help me the difficult math test, and she is academic, and she can solve that many problem of math for me, and I uh like increase that I study math better. Uh, and I feel proud of her that I uh, met met her, and she helped me to study much better and have a high score.
Good, well done. Okay. Ni, you try. Describe someone you know who often help others.
The person that I would like to talk about today, who is often help others, my cousins. She's a second year student and she studied at one of the well-known university in my neighborhood. She helped uh, she helped a lot of people, especially children, and she's very friendly with children. She helped me a lot with my homework and also housework when my parents are working. She often come to my house and help me with housework to make my house clean when my dad and mom go home. I felt very lucky to have a cousin like her and I love her very much.
Good. Okay. I see. How can children help their parents at home?
That there are many ways for children to have their parents at home. That's children that should to do housework. That's have their parents a part of a house that children can if they are small children they can that after after they playing a toy that they should get like uh, clean clean the toys and have a have it in the corner of a house and that's and then their parent is proud of them and their children is like teenagers that they should do housework like uh, washing do laundries washing the bowl
The dishes?
yeah washing dishes
Hmm?
and also washing our motorbike or like the transport of in the house.
Good. Okay. What do you think, Ni? How can children help their parents?
I think that children can help their parents with housework at home, such as uh, they can do dishwashes, clean the floor, or help their parents clean their motorbikes or even their cars. Or children can also get an A, get a lot of A mark at school, so uh, they can make their parents happy at home.
Okay, so let's type this for you. Um, okay, so I suppose it depends on how old the child is. I can think of a couple of examples. Parents might encourage their their children to help do some simple chores around the home, such as helping to prepare for meals. This might include helping with some food preparations or putting the plates and cutlery on the table. Also, parents usually try to get their children to tidy their rooms. Or they would teach the younger children to at least put their toys away after play. Okay, just want to see quickly. Yes. So cutlery, sorry, it's one. Cutlery would be your knife, fork, and spoon. That's a cutlery. Okay. I see. Should children be taught to help others? Do you think children should be taught to help others?
Yes, I think children should be taught to help others. That's and if children, for example, if children see the another child that um that injured, and then they that should should help them and like tell to a teacher. And
Okay.
also the children that have a old person that cross the road.
Say again that last one.
The children that should that must be have a old person cross the road.
Yes. Okay, so they must teach them how to help others. It's very important. Okay. Annie, what makes children help each other at school? What makes them help each other at school?
I think when they taught to help others by their teachers, they will help others at school.
So you say the teachers must teach them how to do it? What else? Remember, not only one sentence, we need at least 5 sentences.
Furthermore, I think that when a person needs help and that person told the children that they need help, so the children will help them.
Okay, so they can give, remember, they can, the children, so what makes them want to help each other? The teacher will make them or tell them, she will give rewards out. So the child that helps the most will get a lollipop. Or the two that picks up the most garbage or rubbish gets a lollipop. They will be encouraged by their friends who will help them pick up, and then they will be encouraged. They will see their examples. Okay. So we will do this more next time and review this part. You did both very well today. I need you to practice this at home again, okay?
Yes.
You both are doing really well. Okay, Icy, bye, Nee. I'll see you next time, sweeties. Bye,
Bye.
girls.
Bye.